Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Jaguar F-Type. This is a 2018 2-litre petrol F-Type, so the 300 horsepower version. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a two-door car with those black alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the car first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have that one large centrally exiting tailpipe. We have reversing sensors, and given the nature of the vehicle, a decent amount of boot space available as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through just a few of the controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, firstly you can see the alloy wheels are all in pristine condition, as is the bodywork the whole way around the car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. Over on the left-hand side, you can see the speedometer for the car. On the right-hand side, the rev counter. In the centre, we have the fuel gauge, the coolant temperature gauge. Below that, the total miles for the car can be found, and in the case of this vehicle, they are 42,302. To the right hand side of that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we of course are currently in park at the moment. At the very top of that central section, you can see a digital readout for the speedometer. And then we have our stereo information in the middle, along with the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge. If we move away from the dials over to the door for a moment, you can see that we've got the controls for your electrically adjustable seat. 3 different memory settings as well, and these controls are exactly the same on the passenger side. We've also got, as you can see, a Meridian surround sound system in this car as well. Onto the steering wheel next. Over on the left hand side are your buttons to change stereo controls. We have our phone controls. On the right hand side, cruise control, speed limiter, and a heated steering wheel as well. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and the plus paddle are so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over into the center next, we have the main touchscreen. We're on the home screen at the moment. So home screen is accessed here. And from the home screen, you can see you can change your audio, telephone, climate control, and satellite navigation options. You can, if you wish to, swipe away from that screen and you'll have other screens available to you, as you can see. You can customize that section of the screen to have what you like there. Starting here though, we have satellite navigation. A really nice, clear color display. It's a very easy system to use. We can either go back a step from here or hit the home button to go back to that main menu again. From here, you can then access your climate control. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. You can turn the whole system on and off from here as well. We have physical controls for this system, which I'll come to in just a moment. We can, of course, pair a telephone. Once we've paired a telephone, we can make and receive phone calls. You can also stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, as well as, of course, being able to access the radio in this car. And as you can see, we have DAB, FM, and AM radio. Also available up on this screen is the full color reversing camera. You can see there guidelines letting you know which direction the car is headed in relation to the image being shown on the screen. Working our way down from that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from here. When you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning on, and it's on when that light shows. Same button, of course, will turn that off. Or you can simply hit auto. The car will then maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. Any manual adjustment, and you can see auto has now gone off. Also up on here, you are able to control your heated passenger seat with 3 different heat settings. And of course, exactly the same for the driver's seat as well. Underneath that, we have a 12-volt charging socket. The start and stop button for the engine. You just need to make sure the key is in the vehicle with you in order that you start it up, of course. The volume for the stereo. The gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. Down here, you can change the driving setup of the car. So you can put it into rain, ice, snow mode, normal everyday driving, and then dynamic mode as well. You can also adjust some other settings. So you can turn your traction control on and off. You can turn your stop and start on and off. You can raise and lower the boot spoiler. You can turn the exhaust system louder or back to normal again. And we have an electronic handbrake here as well. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic roof. So we have a sunblind that manually opens up. This section of glass is fixed in position, but as you can see, this lets in a huge amount of extra light to this cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.